Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. It seems like my connection died there for a moment, and it took a while to get back. I don't think you missed anything important. I only dropped off some stuff, mostly the books and some more Narravarine related things in here. I should totally turn in this stupid silver bowl. Oh, not this one, this one. Because it weighs 5 units as well. And now there's only one thing left to do. Actually, 2 things. We'll drop that and that. And the Lost Prophecy as well. And the 7 Visions. I think we're good. Now we'll quickly return to Vivek. See if there is anything new, but I don't think we actually need to because we've basically seen everything there. Okay, and then we'll head to the Ghost Fence once more. We technically don't have to... Damn it, wrong door. While you technically don't have to go through it, or through the Ghost Gate, you can just levitate over it. Which I'm wondering why Daggerville never came up with that idea. I mean, the Tribunal knew that basically blight creatures like cliff racers could travel over the Ghost Fence. And of course the blight storms as well. But yeah, why did Daggerville never decide, okay, you know what? All of you get levitation potions and we'll just fly over the bloody thing. It couldn't have been that hard. I want to go to Vivek. So up we go and then into
How do you do now? Maybe please go ahead.
Vivek. We have to do a few things. First off, of course, get to
I'd be happy to talk.
Odrosal and Verminal, which are here and there, respectively. And then, of course, go to Dagger of Ur. I'm not sure where we... what's the best approach to get that done? Also check any other cavities for ash vampires. Okay, we need to talk to Thola Sayoni again. It's kind of weird, I usually only get this part by now, but we could have dropped 2 of the visions. Okay. Yeah, Vivek has now basically accepted us. I know, I don't think it was Daedra. I think it was just my ISP. So, yeah, some of the sense, it's quite rare. My ISP is somewhat reliable, but of course not all the time. So, yeah. This time it could not be helped, sadly. And I was actually quite happy that fix was somewhat quick. Can I talk to you about the Narrowing now? Okay. Yeah, so time to Earn respect. We've been there before. We've been there before. And this time I'm not having that. So, I will keep an eye on you. I will. You just avoid a timeout again. Just barely.
May I help you, Outlander?
Okay, 4 1/4. Luckily, we don't actually need to stock up on things like food and cure blight potions. I'm not sure if the blight stones actually help with food. I suppose they would absolutely wreck your food, or all the ash would probably not be making it any better. So, yeah, I don't think stocking food would make any sense. Okay, 4 1/4. I've also started adding names or something like themes to the stream names there, which is basically the plan we have for this episode. So today we're going to, or this time, now that we have been Hortator and Nerevarine, that sounds like it's straight from Mike, the liar. Mage Guild.
Well, friend, what brings you
I must say, I find you most interesting. Please go ahead.
I sometimes wish they all gave you different things for the Nerevarine and Hortator things, or for the kind of statements, so you could wear everything. But sadly, you can't. I'd really like some artifact pants for once, or greaves would be the right word. But now everybody's making cuirasses, nobody's making greaves. It's I apologize for that in advance. A grievous mistake. Sorry. I'll show myself out. There's a door. Not sure if we'll do much more than defeating Daggerther this time.
What can I help you with?
Okay, we want to go to Ghost Gate. I will, but I don't think I'll ever get 1 million subs. If we're being perfectly honest here, I'll probably never get to 1 million subs. I'll probably get to 1 million killed cliff races before that. But 1 million subs is probably way out of my league. Especially because I never intended to actually become like a big YouTuber. I mean, there was a time when I would not have minded it, and it would probably even have helped me out, and it would have been a viable choice, but I kind of have a master's degree now, and I would like to make money with that. It also seems like a more reasonable choice to me, because it's... I think This guy would attack me otherwise, because it's more of a stable income. If you find the job, of course. I'm still working on that bit. Also, why is this cliff racer not attacking that guy there? That cliff racer is clearly a narrow-varinist. As would be that one. Or that one. Or that one up there. Why does the game keep spawning so many of those bloody cliff racers? Yeah, people are wondering why those were actually so hated by Morrowind players. I hope this stream has given those players an answer. And it's even worse when you actually turn the sound a bit louder, because cliff racers also have this very annoying cry. Very, very annoying. It's just flying over the ghost fence. You should have built it higher. Maybe add those things like at the top of that. And more towers. This place clearly needs more towers. They could make cliff racer turrets. Shoot them down wherever they come. Okay, good luck with that, Mudkip. I've actually gotten to love a second monitor when I... Ooh, also, there's one more thing we need to do in here. We need to get to the ghost... Forgot which tower it was. One of those two. There is one thing in here, or rather one person, that I need to talk to. You. This guy here.
Please, by all means. I'm listening.
Hello, they call me Wolf. What brings you to Ghost Gate? Tell me about yourself. This is a hell of a place. Why are you here? It turns out I'm the Nerine and go to confront Dagather and his citadel. What a piece of luck. Look, I'm a Legion veteran, and old as the poor old Emperor. Bless his soul. I'm too old for campaigning. I came this far to look at hell, but I can't go any farther than this. I'd take it kindly if you'd carry this old lucky coin with you when you go to Dagather. Sort of a token of the tough young hero you used to be. Would you do that for me? Yes, I'll sure take it there. That's very kind of you. Here's the coin. I've had it with me a long time, and it's always brought me luck. But I have no more use for it, and I'd like to pass it on to someone younger. Somebody who's going places I can't go anymore. Your generation's shaper of history, an engine of destiny. That coin will bring you luck on the mountain. I promise. For Emperor and Empire, as we say in the Legion. Go with Kinareth. Okay. The Emperor's getting old. Don't know how much longer he'll hang on. So is the whole Empire, for that matter. Getting old, that is. The Emperor and the Legions have held the Empire together for hundreds of years. It's been a good thing, by and large. But maybe it's time for a change. Time for something young and new. What? No idea. Because I'm old. Old dog doesn't get new ideas. But maybe young folks like you should try some new ideas. I don't know. Could be messy, but change is never pretty. Yeah, about this guy here. A fun fact, if we go and talk to this guy about Wolf... Old Imperial fellow, Legion veteran, named Wolf? No, nobody. Nobody like that up here that I remember. Don't remember any old Legion veterans at all. Not in a very long time. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. He's right over there. At Ghost Gate, I met an old Imperial veteran. He asked me to take an old lucky coin with me when I go to Dagather, and I agreed. He gave me the coin, an old worn Imperial Drake, and hoped it would bring me luck. It is strange, but I have a feeling I know this encounter has marked my fate and fortune. We now also have the luck of the Emperor, and I believe, it's just my theory, but I believe the Emperor actually has died, and this might be the Emperor. Or his ghost, if you will. He only appears here when you go on your final quest. The Ring of the Emperor, luck of the Emperor is a new power, so we can use that whenever we want. Once a day. Oh, Cliff Racer. Bane of my life. Okay, time to meet Dagather. And as I said earlier, I'm always a bit sad when I have to do this, because we have read, I think 2 streams ago, we have gone through all the reading, and I have also laid out my personal theory of what exactly happened. So I think, yeah, the truth is basically a combination of both accounts that were in Vivek's palace. So, yeah, Vivek has given all the detail you need on the things about Dagather and the Tools of Kagranak. But he has left out the bit about Nerevar's death. Like, all the details as to what exactly happened. I think those were accurately recounted in the Ashlander Tales. Come on, die already, would ya? Okay, so we first need to go to Odrasal. Yeah, I think Dagather is still actually a very, very loyal friend, even though it's quite a pain that you can't actually help him, join him. Okay, let's slowly creep up this mountain here. I'm not sure how to best get to Odrasal. I think for one of those, or at least one of those, I actually had to fly. Pest storms. Or blight storms. That one wasn't blighted though. I think I've just saved it from being blighted. Can I hit that one? No, it started moving. I like hitting them when they're actually not yet moving around. Because then they're pretty easy kills and an easy level for your marksmanship. I think there was a cavern down here somewhere. The Yesu mine. I wonder if there's actually mining going on in there. Or if that's another place where you can find an ash vampire. Let's actually go in there. I don't plan to go in here any further. I don't plan to return to Red Mountain anymore. We have been here once. Back when the temple asked us to retrieve the 2 artifacts. I think the thing of St. Realms and the thing of St. Lothis. Okay, this doesn't seem to be a 6-house base. Woohoo, marksmanship. How many of those things are here? Probably more than I have arrows. Okay, this place seems lost. Or not used any further. Okay. Yeah, no ash servants in here. I think we might look for Oh, there it is. We could harvest raw glass in here. Quite a lot of it, actually. There's more of it. There might be even more. Yeah, this is clearly a glass mine.
What say you?
You do realize this mine is like connected right to the Red Mountain. Okay. Wow. We'll go back in there. Yeah, why aren't you attacked by this Nyx Hound? Okay. Maybe they've been keeping those for food. Oh well. Not my problem. Ugh. Weather. Okay, Ultrasol is kinda this way. Now most of the citadels and stuff in Morrowind are very, very short, and I think those are no big difference. Although my memory on those is a bit fuzzy. I only played this... I only had one or two save games, one or two playthroughs in this entire thing. So save the game. That... Yes, that's an Ogrim. Don't feel like actually wasting arrows on that, because those guys are arrow sponges. We'll just hit it over the head. Okay, up there could be Odrasal. I think I'll just levitate up there. Also, while we're at it, let's make some levitation potions. We have a lot of razor plumes because we've been on a razor killing spree. And we also have probably quite a bit of trauma root. Would go trauma root here, 14. That's enough for a whole lot of potions. Okay, that'll do. We'll drink that one first, though. I don't need prolonged levitation. Yeah, quite sure this is Odrasal. Okay. Could have also used the Boots of the Apostle, but why bother? Okay, Odrasal. That didn't sound friendly. It sounded like somebody closing the door on me. Where's the entrance to this place? Over here? No. Yes? No? maybe? Hello? Any entrance here? I'm the new Nerevar. Okay, that was easy. Where's the entrance to this place? Okay, let's just cast a quick levitation spell, because I think we're going to eat enough spells to get us back up to full magicka. To gather some Dagger of Souls as well. They make pretty decent enchantment sources. Oh, that could be the entrance. It is the entrance. It's not locked like Dagger there. Okay, Ultrasonic Dreamer Training Academy. In we go. Okay, miscellaneous. Let's find a lockpick. Also, let's save the game. Should do. I like how there's always two locks to pick. For increased training efficiency. Okay, this guy clearly has seen better days. It's a dead dreamer. Huh. Didn't think those would die in here, but it would make sense, I suppose. Guess it would make sense. Oh, nice, we'll take those. I wonder why nobody ever bothered picking that stuff up. Okay, Ultrasonic Tower. Let's go up there. Nobody here. There is Keening. Okay. In the Citadel Odrasal, I discovered the artifact blade Keening, one of the enchanted tools created by the Dwemer Kagranak. I wonder why it wasn't guarded. Except by this guy. But we still have to kill some ash vampires. Okay, get my hammer back out. Where would one find Dagger of Odros? Oh, there he is. Actually, I want a soul trap on him. Renew the spell. Oh, we have trapped Daggoth Odros' soul. Did he have any? Yes, he has an Amulet of Heartfire. I'll take that. was expecting more spells, but fine. The Dead Dreamer. Get me the quick restoration. Or rather, rapid regenerate. Okay. There's a way further down, which is certainly a thing we'll go. Is that a golden saint? Here. So what soul gem did Dark of the Odrous occupy? I think it was one of the grand ones. Where did my soul gems go? Yeah, Dark of the Odrous went into a grand soul gem. Ah, that way. Did any of my stats take a hit? No. Okay. Was that a dead dreamer as well? No, it was just a random guy with a halberd. Now, where is that golden saint? Should be down here. There she is. No, there's a lot of glass stuff. So much money to be made. Yeah, I think this is a bit unbalanced because it's so hard to sell this stuff. There's little point in looting unless you're going to need it for yourself, or you claim it for yourself, because you just can't sell this stuff. Also, this is all of Odrosol, so we're done here. And we can make our way to Veminal. And I hope you all remember how the plan for the victory over Daggerther went. Because we have to follow it to the letter, well, almost. I hate when it says critical damage and you don't actually do any damage. Did that sleeper return? No, that's just a piece of wall. I know, it's still on the way to returning. Okay, now how to get to Veminal? It's on the other side of the mountain. Can we go through here? There's a Corpus Stalker. Should not be a problem for us. Especially because we cannot get Corpus anymore. Okay, let's drop for a moment. At this point I'd also really like the Ring of the Khajiit. Another Windwalker scroll. Could have sapped that magicka. Do I have to go around this mountain now? I would hope not. Yeah, Blighted Shell. Shalk, not Shell. Come on, die already. Take that. Those Daedra, or those Daedroths, Daedra really take their time dying. Kind of theatrical, but unnecessary. throw that sweet, sweet magic at me. Cliff Racer. Cliff Racer. Oh no, it didn't. Or maybe it did for you. Save the game again, just in case. Okay. So I guess we're taking the scenic route to Daggervale Citadel. Well, we're going to have a long chat with him. Some Scathe Crawl. Yes. It's a good antidote. Okay, that is just an Ash Servant. They go down reasonably quick. Ash Zombie even. Same thing. Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on the bitrate here. It seems to be okay, so that's weird. It should actually be up. I mean, it is on my subscription box, or it showed up on my thing. Yeah, I'm getting it on my phone. I don't know why you wouldn't, but might be that. But I think it's, yeah, no idea. YouTube is weird sometimes. I think that's the consensus of pretty much everything that people say about it. Is that an actual tomb in there? Who would bury his dead in here? The storm seems to have subsided for now. Salval Ancestral Tomb. This sleeve really isn't helping. Oh, we killed it. Cliff Racer. Oh, glad to see it works now. Okay, any more places we can... Stalker. Okay, Verminal is all the way over there. Great. School. Since he's throwing magic spells at me, let's get the Great Fireball going. Nice. Okay, we have 9 arrows left. I should have restocked on those, really. And then again, you never know how many arrows you need until you're out of them. Then you know you would have needed more. Something tells me I want to go take this inner pathway. Is that even a pathway? Yeah, seems to be. Okay. Let's use up this hammer. I hate how those hammers have so few uses. 10 uses really don't cut it. Also, that guy's face is missing. Where did you leave your face, mate? It's completely gone. That's creepy. Let's start sneaking again. At least try to. Things. Yeah, that leads on to Relive. I think we might be able to turn over there. Thing. One ash slave. Ash zombie. Oh, Red Mountain, how I missed this place. Not at all. We're close to finishing the main quest of Morrowind. After that, we're going to go to Mournhold and see this part through. Start an ash group. Let's kill that rat. I know fighting with fire might not be the best idea, but it's so weird how spells can actually hit each other in mid-air. At least it seems like that. I can totally block his shots there. Not that it helped him very much. I think it's kind of cool though. I also seem to be able to shoot spells out of the air, or they can shoot down your arrows with their spells, depending on which way you want to look at it. We've been in there. I think I dropped the Amulet of the Heart Thrum, so that one's currently not useful to us. I'm not going to recall just to get it. You don't need those. I think they help you a lot because you can cycle through those effects and just basically yeah, make the battle a lot easier on you. Yeah, look at that. simply shooting each other's spells away. Die already, would ya? I'm not sure that was sneaky enough to actually warrant a skill increase, but fine. I'll take it. Okay, there's another one of those sleepers. Give him a whack. Let's also save the game. You know the drill. That's just a terrain again. We've been in there. There is nothing of use to us in it. So I guess we'll go around there and hope that this is a better, more productive way. Hopefully there's not too many things that respawn on the way back. I don't feel like wasting too much time fighting things out here. After all, we do have an appointment with Dagatha. Can I go past that? Probably not. I don't want to have to fight a conga line of ash ghouls and other blighted creatures that will attack us, so I'm gonna try to not levitate as much as possible. Even though that means taking the long and scenic route. At least we get to explore one of Vardenfell's many natural wonders, the Red Mountain. Hooray! So how's your setup doing, Regust? No, Admiral Mudkip, if you're still watching. That's a prime opportunity for a shot. Rat. Okay, I'll have to stop trying to shoot rats. Also have to be really careful not to equip Sunder accidentally. We have not equipped Wraithguard right now, so it would actually hurt us to use it. Not sure you can actually unequip it, so do be careful with that. On our way to Odrosal. Odrosal, Veminal. Then we'll be heading towards Dagatha. Cave door? No, it's not. It is not. Okay. Which way to take? That one, no, that's not a way. Let's take this one. It seems to get us closer to Veminal. And you're most welcome. You're most welcome, Weakest. There is a thing. I don't know how it's for you to make those things out, but do that. But it's just as hard for me to see them here, so Yeah, I can just barely see them before they see me in the fog, in the storm. Yeah, it doesn't look too promising in the stream. At least we have those particle effects to tell you that there is stuff happening. We want to go this way. Okay, Daedroth. I would guess it's a frost Ashranark. I really can't be sure. Come on, you little git. Oh, it's a flame Ashranark. Makes sense that it was not hurt by that. Get the spear. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I still can't stream in higher resolution. It will overload my codec, sadly. Otherwise, I would be totally happy with doing it. Okay, where is my... Wasn't there an entrance here? Down there. Might as well go in here while we have the opportunity. There are Daedra worshippers in here, really? I'm really surprised to see those guys.
Let's see what you're made of.
Okay, you. Bring a weapon next time. We have potions. Bring some better potions next time as well. I'll take that. We'll sell those in Mournhold next time. That's a Shoggoth shrine. Devil longbow and some rubbish. There's usually something around here. The Importance of Wear by Marobal Sewell. The chieftain of Othrobah gathered his wise men together and said, "Every morning a tenfold of my flock are found butchered. What is the cause?" Thangwith the war leader said, "A monster may be coming down from the mountain and devouring your flock." Goric the healer said, "A strange new disease perhaps is to blame." Baron the priest said, "We must sacrifice to the goddess for her to save us." The wise men made sacrifices, and while they waited... it's okay, thank you. And while they waited for the answers from the goddess, Thangwith went to mentor Jolterek and said, "You taught me well how to forge the cudgel of Zodiar, and how to wield it in combat, but I must know now when it is wise to use my skill. Do I wait for the goddess to reply, or the medicine to work, or do I hunt the monster which I know is in the mountain?" "When is not important," said Jolterek. "Where is all that is important." So Thangwith took his Zoli cudgel in hand and walked far through the dark forest until he came to the base of the great mountain. There he met two monsters. One, bloodied with the flesh of the chieftain of Othrobah's flock, fought him while its mate fled. A Fangbith remembered that what his master taught him, that where was all that was important. He struck the monster on each of his 5 vital points: head, groin, throat, back and chest. 5 blows to 5 points and the monster was slain. It was too heavy to carry with him, but still triumphant. Fangbith returned to Othrobar. "I say I have slain the monster that ate your flock," he cried. "What proof have you that you have slain any monster?" asked the chieftain. "I say I have saved the flock with medicine," said Gorik the healer. "I say the goddess has saved the flock by my sacrifices," said Baron the priest. 2 mornings went by and the flocks were safe, but on the morning of the 3rd day another tenfold of the chieftain's flock was found butchered. Gorik the healer went to his study to find a new medicine, and Baron the priest prepared more sacrifices. Fangbith took his Zolic cudgel in hand again and walked far through the dark forest until he came to the base of the great mountain. There he met the other monster, bloodied with the flesh of the chieftain of Othrobar's flock. They did battle, and again Fangbith remembered that his master had taught him, that where was all that was important. He struck the monster 5 times on the head and it fled. Chasing it along the mountain, he struck it 5 times in the groin and it fled. Running through the forest, Fangbith overtook the monster and struck it 5 times in the throat and it fled. Entering into the fields of Othrobar, Fangbith overtook the monster and struck it 5 times in the back and it fled. At the foot of the stronghold, the chieftain and his wise men emerged to the sound of the monster wailing. There they beheld the monster that had slain the chieftain's flock. Fangbith struck the monster 5 times in the chest and it was slain. A great feast was held in Fangbith's honor, and the flock of Othrobar was never again slain. Yoltrek embraced his students and said, "You have at last learned the importance of where to strike your blows." Yeah, publisher's note, we'll ignore the publisher's notes. Okay, anything else good here? Some restoration stuff, we'll take that. And some locks to pick. Where is the lock pick? That's rubbish. Yeah, the lock was basically the price here. How did these guys not get the blight and stuff? You gotta be really dedicated to your Daedra overlord to basically worship them here. Who? Where? What? Oh, you. Where did you come from? Wow. This dagger is amazing. Did you see how it tore through that clanfear? We're so holding on to that. Okay, no bitter green here. Should have some. Nope. It's a very hardy plant though. There's an ash servant down there. We'll ignore him. Save the game. Okay. Back to that. Is that the way to... Yes, it seems to be the way to Veminal. I think we have to try and fly the rest of the way. Corpus. He's fairly slow. Makes sense, it's called the lame corpus for a reason. Turns out Destruction Magic is not the most efficient against it. That'll do though. this way. I think I'll buff up my stuff a final time before we enter Daggerthir's citadel. I was half hoping to find some smith's hammers on the in one of those citadels. Would have been nice, you know. Also not quite over the fact that this one mine was absolutely and completely connected to the Red Mountain region. The people seem completely oblivious to that. Sneak up and tiny little arms. Look at those tiny little arms. Whack him. We still seem to be on track to Veminal. I like that. I should have bought some long-range frost spell, to be honest. I think it would have done nicer because most of the creatures here, I think, still use the Dunmer fire resistance. Because they are considered Dunmer. So, yeah. Fire spells, not the best choice here. Sadly I only have this one, I mean I have the shock, but it's a really weak spell. I think it was one of the first things we bought in Sedanin, so you can imagine how useful it's going to be for us right now. We're not covering our face. Why would we? We have this wonderful Mask of Clavicus Vial. Cliffrace, I see you there. Okay, Veminal is this way. Well, none of those ways really leads to straight to Veminal. I think I'll take this one. Because it goes up the mountain. I wonder if you can actually calm those and talk to them if you want. They will give you some nonsense. Come on, you stupid cliff racer. This will probably require a bit of levitation, or maybe not. Maybe not. It's another bit of Morrowind I absolutely like. The kind of freeform exploration you get. Of course, until you find your first Golden Saint or first Ogrim and it totally punches you in the face and mops the floor with you because you didn't think to bring more than your first iron longsword. I should have actually brought my devil spear and cast it into the flames of Red Mountain, right next to Fargoth's ring. Okay, we should be in Veminal now. Ah, there it is. Almost went past it. At the entrance. No. Ah, don't fall down. Okay, where's in on this thing? So can I hit both of those? So worth it. So worth it. was another one. Oh, we killed it. Okay, where is my local map? Can't see the entrance just yet. It's all those big towers there. How are we doing level-wise? Let's stop that. One more skill up and then we can level again. It's probably going to happen somewhere in the next citadel. Something there? No. Okay, this looks a bit entranceway-like. Where's the way into this place? This is the point when I would certainly like some form of a indication or of a marker. Make things a lot easier. Okay, let's drink one of those levitation potions I cooked up. 41 seconds of flight. That's hopefully all we need. That's not an entrance. We should probably get more in this direction here. Where the hell's the entrance? Yeah, hit me. Could be this way. Oh yeah, that's the entrance. Found it. Okay. Should thank the Ashgurd, really. It helped me a lot with finding the entrance. Okay, left, right, there's something there. I will capture your soul as well. That's just a 6th house amulet. We don't care about that. Scrap metal. Nothing. Okay. Nope. Nope. Fire salts, we'll take those. Lots of raw ebony. I wish we still needed that for something. We'll take those arrows. Those also would be fine for selling because they're very light and still pretty damn expensive. It should also be in the acceptable range for most traders. That's a bone walker. Where did that come from? There's no other way there. I thought there might be another. There is a pathway over there. We'll take that on the way out. Wait. That was creepy. Protection, spot potions. You don't know how long those have been on that shelf. Okay. All cries are waking, whitest white of all white, blackest blacks of all black, shame and sun and shadow. Stronger than gods, brighter than mortal, only he is awake, only he is alive. He knows the names and the naming. He knows the... I'm not gonna read all that. There is no quill to write with here. Did somebody scribble that together and drop it here? This place is so wealthy. So wealthy. Okay. Talk, why not? Okay, down you go. You were Daggerfell. Haven't you killed a Daggerfellmis before? I think down there's the Ash Vampire. Yeah, there we see him. Alright, you work on my sneaking. This guy should not have seen me. Still have my soldier up, yes. How many gems do I still have? Still have 4 ground soul gems. Should be enough to actually do what we're here for. We'll also try to trap Daggerthor, but I don't think we can do that. And again, I never had Azura Star. Down you go, that's just a 6th house amulet. Okay. That guy seemed awfully jolly there. Okay, Daggerthor has Sunder. A very heavy item. Period of heart heal. It also gives you levitation, nice. And some ash salts, we'll take those. So we now have all we need from here. We'll just restore my strength. Oh, strong again. Yeah, back down to 20. Not sure if that one's much of a challenge. Beldo the Undying. Okay. Interesting. Put that shield away. I've never seen a named skeleton before. Okay, let's see. So, all of Kagranek's things are united now. Which means it's time for us to storm Daggerthor. Oh no, there's no pathway. It looked like there was one here earlier. I know, I'm still a bit too far up. Yeah, there's a pathway. Oops, don't do that. I like to be able to completely freely arrange your menus, but I think it was not too necessary in this particular instance. Soul gem, yes please. I mean, this is it's not like in Bandit where you constantly need your HUD to be somewhere. Yeah, Soul Trap. That was Dug of Vigarel. What soul did he, or what gem did he go into? I think they're all Grand Souls. Yeah. Not the biggest souls, I think. Actually better than Golden Saints. Oh no, not yet. Golden Saints are still the biggest souls you can get, so might as well restrict ourselves to taking those in. Nothing. I believe we're supposed to find another book over here as well somewhere. Oh well. We got everything now. So back into this wonderful weather we go. There's only one thing left here. Dagoth, the conclusion of the entire Morrowind main quest, which I think has been a rather epic journey so far. It's been a captivating game, and it's not over yet. We will see all the things, but I think even until this point, Morrowind has provided a lot of content, and I mean, we've got several many-hour live streams out of it. And for a game that costs you not very much anymore, I mean, it was more expensive back in the day, but for a game that costs you this little nowadays, it's totally worth it, especially if you manage to get over the somewhat dated graphics. If you don't, well, that's what this stream is for. I can suffer through far worse in graphics, although I'm only willing to go that far. But Morrowind is a game that I have always held very dear, and yeah, always think back to very, very fondly. Just because of all the fun hours and all the really great experiences I had with it. Is that just a rock? Right over there? Yeah, I think it's just a rock. That over there is a cliff racer. Also, let me just switch off the lights now. It's a bit too dark now. Okay, it's just trying to switch off the lights here to give myself a bit more of a of this. Actually, yes, I'll do that. To give myself more of the atmosphere. But it's kind of broken with the second screen I have right next to me, because that still it still keeps reminding you, it's kind of bright, and it kind of keeps reminding me that I'm still I'm still in game, and that's a dead sleeper, and it's keeping, well, it's giving a lot of light off, so. Yep, it's not as immersive as it was without any of that. I like having it on because it lets me also see if my connection has died again or if it's doing okay. Obviously, you have OBS and the stream chat and everything. Like everything that's not part of the game is over there. Might have wanted to pick enchantment as my yeah, you could totally do that. Actually, I think it's quite an achievement of Minecraft to give players something that actually allowed them to go with those rather weak graphics, and to give them to give a reason to actually ignore. Although, on the other hand, I think this entire "we need better graphics" thing is mostly something the game industry keeps harping on. But people don't want it. I think Minecraft actually illustrates that point. People don't care about graphics if you give them a good, an otherwise good game. The problem is, the game industry is inherently lazy and inherently against developing something new and taking risks. And this is the real problem they have. Because this means they keep trying to imitate whatever has success. And the only way to actually show you that their product is better is by pointing at the finer graphics. And yeah, that's how they basically paint themselves into a corner. At some point, the graphics aren't getting that much better. I don't think the layman, like myself, could notice much of a difference between using 3 million and using 4 million polygons per character. Just because it's already pretty fine. And yep, any further improvement is just purely cosmetical and just not showing anymore. And yeah, games like Minecraft give you a lot of stuff to work with. They give you a lot of options. They give you this opportunity to build whatever you want. And players value that more than they value high-definition graphics. But another rating on the game industry. I mean, they kind of earned it, but it's a sad topic. Ah, that was a miss. That was a total miss. Come on, that shouldn't have missed. Yeah, I'll totally rest right here next to this Corporate Stalker. Can I rest here? Rest for 1 hour. Luck, agility, endurance. I have to do something about my personality though. Okay, how do we get south? I hope I can turn south after this. Even though we just got an autosave. 368. Okay, let's print for a moment. Oh, we need to fly. I think we need to fly. Actually, no. That's not south, that's further east. Okay, let's fly. Shall we? I'm not water walking. I would like to have some rotation. And I had some invisibility as well. Yeah, 45 seconds, that's fine. Okay. Further. The mixer and windwalk effect. I could also try to make... I actually tried to make potions with that, but it didn't work out as well because we didn't get the times to sync up nicely. Do I want to... No, I think I can bypass that. We don't need to kill every corpus beast on the way. There's little point in doing so. And this time I'll actually try to stay silent in Dagatha's Citadel, because there is... He actually taunts you all the time you're in there. Oh my god. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Just levitate. Okay, now where's that entrance? It's on this side. There it is. There should be a Dwemer crank on this. Yeah, there it is. Is it here? I think it was there. No, it's not. It is. It is. It is. It is. There was just something. Yeah, Dwarven crank. I think we'll have to wait for the levitation to wear off, because it's not quick enough to actually allow us to get to the door in time. Come on, levitation. It's very quick. I'll try to shut up when Dagatha speaks. Give me just a moment. Okay. Also, this is the old man's lucky coin. We should keep it away from the other 45,000 drakes we still have.
Friend or traitor, come. Come and look upon the heart and a Kupokinz. And bring Wraithguard. I have need of it.
Okay,
come to the heart chamber. I wait for you there, where we last met countless ages ago.
Been here before, so this should be relatively quick. I believe Dagatha actually refuses to interact with you if you get here without the other artifacts. I suppose the heart chamber is down.
Come to me through fire and war. I welcome you.
It's a very satisfying crunching sound. I love it.
Welcome, Moon and Star. I have prepared a place for you.
Don't know where exactly we need to go. Just go this way because we haven't been there before. Okay.
Come, bring Wraithguard to the heart chamber. Together let us free the cursed false gods.
I'm trying to be silent here because I don't want you to miss any of Dagov's statements. Nice mace. Take that potion because I think we'll need those restore potions. Dragon scale helm, really? Nice. It's not as as valuable as in Skyrim though. Hammer. Take that. Might need it. Ah, we'll take it. It's rare. Is that Grandmaster stuff? No. Apprentice. Master Alembic. Nice. Apparently there's a way right below us. And by the way, do you want me to turn on subtitles?
Welcome, Nerevar. Together we shall speak for the law and the land, and shall drive the mongrel dogs of the Empire from Morrowind.
Ash Empire. We have 2 more Grand Soul Gems. That means we need this guy.
Is this how you honor the 6th house and the tribe unmourned? Come to me openly, and not by stealth.
Ooh, blood ring. Not sure if that's something we want. Yeah, drawing stuff is kind of good. It's kind of cool. It's pretty good actually. I'm not sure if Dagoth says something different there if you don't sneak, but I prefer to sneak here. Lots of ebon ore. Okay. Okay, time to meet an old friend. After millennia. There he is, Dagoth himself.
Welcome, Moon and Star, to this place where destiny is made.
It began here. It will end here. Have you any parting words? Or would you prefer to skip the speeches and get to our business? You are the challenger here after all, so to you goes the courtesy of the first blow. Let's deal with parting words first. Now that you have come to me here, there can be but one result. Many times I have considered offering to share this place with you. I considered offering to accept your oath of service. You might try to buy my trust by giving me Wraithguard, Keening and Sunder. I thought we might be once again friends, comrades, brothers in arms. But I have won this place over and over by right of conquest. This place and power by right of conquest. By right of daring and enterprise, I will not risk it to cunning and deceit. I will offer you no deals. If you are my enemy, I cannot trust you. And even if you are not my enemy, I cannot let you live. That's a shame. I really have liked to apologize to Dagathir and strike him down. Not strike him down, but it will all be decided here. I believe I will prevail, but I cannot be sure, and I am vain enough that, should I fall, I would wish to be remembered in my own words. So if you have final questions you would ask them now. I have final questions I would ask you if you would answer. Yeah, sure. I also like that about him. He's a god, he can do whatever he wants, but he still remains kind of courteous. Not like frickin' what was his name again? Alduin. My first question is, are you really Nerevar reborn? I would say by the grace of gods and fate I am Nerevar reborn. That is bitter. The gods and fates are cruel. I served you faithfully once, Lord Nerevar, and you repaid me with death. I hope this time it will be you who pays for your faithlessness. My second question is, if you win, what do you plan to do with the power from the heart? Will you make yourself a god and establish a theonomy? Or will you complete a Kupokinz and dispute control of Tamriel with the Septims? Or will you share the heart with your followers as I have and breed a new race of divine immortals? I don't plan to do either of those. I have my own secret plan for the heart. Well, perhaps there may be surprises in store for me yet. Or perhaps you obscure your plans on principle. Or perhaps you're an instinctive bluffer. No matter. My final question is, if I had offered to let you join me, would you have surrendered Wraithguard, Sunder and Keening to me to seal your oath? With the right guarantees I would probably have done so, yes. Since it hardly matters, let me assure you, there are no guarantees that would help you once I had my hands on those tools. Pity I didn't try to bargain with you. It might have made things so much easier. But now, if you have any questions, ask them. Otherwise, you are the challenger. I await your first blow. I want to ask you some things. What is your plan for the heart? I will continue to draw divine power from the heart and distribute it to my kin and followers. I will continue to broadcast divine power upon the Blight Winds so that it will touch each soul on Vvardenfell, and then more broadly across the waters to the rest of Morrowind and Tamriel. In time, every mortal in Tamriel shall feel the liberating contact with the divine. What is your plan for the 6th house, then? The 6th house will serve as the elite cadre of our movement. As cultists we evolve through various stages of enlightenment. They will become, as suits their abilities, either holy warriors or priests. Their duty is to prepare themselves for service. Their joy and liberation is to enter ever more deeply into the profound enlightenment of the divine dream world. What's your plan for Dunmer, then? I will free the Dunmer from the imperial yoke and cast down the false gods of the temple. I will lead them out of their ancient superstitions and gift them with intimate knowledge of the divine. Then, perhaps, when Morrowind is once again restored to its ancient glories, it will be time to consider whether the Dunmer should cultivate ambitions of empire. Okay, how can you justify your crimes? You try to kill me. If by my crimes you mean the inevitable suffering and destruction caused by war, then I accept the burden of leadership. The 6th house cannot be restored without war. Enlightenment cannot grow without risk of upsetting the tradition-bound and complacent herd. And the mongrel armies of the Empire cannot be expelled from Morrowind without bloodshed. As I have charity and compassion, I grieve, but our mission is just and noble. Okay. What happened to the Dwemer? I have no idea what happened to the Dwemer. I have been denied the opportunity to study Wraithguard, and I am not sure how much of Kagronek's lore was invested in his tools, and how much in his own secret sorcery and mastery. I have long studied Kagronek, and have come to admire his wisdom and craft. Someday, after the campaigns of the 6th House are secure, I hope to have time to dedicate to this mystery. Okay, why are you building a Kupokinz? A Kupokinz will serve 3 purposes. First, it will be the champion of my armies, liberating first Vvardenfell, then Morrowind, and then, perhaps, the rest of Tamriel. Second, it will serve as a sower and cultivator for the divine substance derived from the heart. 3. It will serve as the prominent banner and symbol of our cause, to defy the Empire, to liberate mortals from ancient superstitions, and to glorify our crusade against the gods. Very well. Finish talking, defend yourself. Very well. If you're impatient to begin, go ahead. You are the challenger. To you goes the first blow. Now, we began this adventure as a spear fighter, and we shall damn well end it as one. Now, Dagothr is beefy. I found Dagothr and spoke with him. He asked me questions, let me answer in return. And when all the questions had been asked and answered, there was nothing left to say. The time for words is past. Now only deeds can resolve this matter between Dagothr and I. I found Dagothr and fought with him and defeated him, but I did not destroy him. He seems to have escaped in his spirit form, perhaps to return and restore from the heart's power. I must pursue him and find and destroy the enchantments on the hearts of Lorkhan. Okay, let's heal up. Restore everything. So that, then we should restore intelligence. I think it was 110. Then willpower. Ah, not that one. Okay, willpower. Okay, it seems to be back where it was. Agility. 14. Can we get higher than that? Apparently we can. So, endurance. Okay, that's back to where it was. Personality. And of course, luck. So here we go, Kupokinz chamber. I want to be quick about this. There is no point in fighting Dagothr here.
I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating...
Okay, I should have probably levitated down here.
How can you be so naive? There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. Come, lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy.
Yeah, he's actually right, you can't recall from here. And now we have to wear Wraithguard. Which sadly goes on the hand that usually had the Randago's Fist with strength. Now we want to use Sunder. And the rest of it should be done with Keening.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop! This is the end. The bitter, bitter end.
Okay, that has been dealt with. Let's remove this, remove that. Soul trap him. And okay, sadly we cannot trap his soul. And there is a Kupokinz. It's this way. Oh, we have to get out of here. I found the heart of Lorcan without a giant artifact like Kupokinz. I struck the heart with thunder, then struck it again and again with keening until the enchantment was destroyed. Served from the sustaining power of the heart, Dagoth Earl was destroyed. But then the disturbance triggered an earthquake and I had to flee for my life. I had to flee indeed. I have to levitate for that. There is a Kupokinz, or what's left of him. Dagoth, you mad bastard. Also, congrats, Admiral Mudkip. The earthquake seems to be over. Is there anything over there that I want to take? Let's actually go there quickly. We seem to have all the time in the world. Now that a Kupokinz has been destroyed, we have time. Oh, that would be the way down. Ha! Nice. I think I was supposed to actually run around here and not just jump down onto the platform. Yeah, there's nothing here to loot. I'm quite sure of it. Let's restore endurance and that's it. And restore endurance. Before you do that, by the way, Dagoth is actually immortal, so he can't be destroyed. You have to remove this protection from the heart and then you can kill him. Okay. But well, ash vampires are dead now as well. Let's cheese it. Okay, and there should be something here.
You no longer bear the burden of prophecy. You have achieved your destiny. You are free. The doomed Duima's folly, Lord Dagoth's temptation, the tribunal's seduction, the god's heart freed, the prophecy fulfilled. All fate sealed and sins redeemed. If you have pity, mourn the lost, but let the weeping cease. The blight is gone, and the sun's golden honey gilds the land. Hail, Savior, Hortator, and Nerevarine. Your people look to you for protection. Monster and villains, great and small, still threaten the people of Vardenfell. Enemies and evils abound, yet indomitable will might rid Morrowind of all its ills. For you, our thanks and blessing, our gift and token given. Come, take this thing from the hand of God.
So, there is a ring here. The Ring of Azura. Which I would like to pick up now. Knight out 20 points on self and restore fatigue 3 points on self. We'll take that. She also restores all of her attributes. I believe, yeah. So, journal. As I fled from the destruction of the Chamber of Kupokinz, I encountered the presence of... I encountered the presence of the Daedra Lord Azura. She told me I had achieved my destiny and was free. The prophecies are fulfilled and the blight gone. But now I am Hortator and Nerevarine, protector of Morrowind, and must defend the people from monsters and villains. She gave me a ring as a token of thanks and a blessing. Even with Daggerthor destroyed, his insane dreams can no longer drive the people of Morrowind. No, with Daggerthor destroyed, his insane dreams can no longer drive the people of Morrowind to madness as they sleep. So, this was the conclusion of Morrowind, at least of the main storyline. We have also achieved mastery in most of the factions. We're still short of a few things here, or 1 rank. The fighter skills I'm not sure I'm actually going to bother with. Those we can't master because those are basically quest related, and we cannot become Ashkan. I think it was a bit of a weird idea to move out of here with Unseen Intervention. But I think there's only one more thing appropriate, and that is to... actually, let's give a moment of silence for a loyal and sadly near traitorous friend, Daggerthor. You destroyed my moment of silence, you git! Okay, enough moment of silence. The Cliff Racer has spoken. Okay, now we have freed the land. Okay, and I think now we can actually talk to people, and they will call us Nerevarine. You there. It is always an honor, Nerevarine. I know you've heard it many times from many people, let me say it again. Thank you for everything. The Temple was wrong. You are Lord Nerevar Reborn. You've proven that. You've done what no one else could do, not even Lord Vivek. Of course we're grateful for what you've done.
Please, go ahead, Outlander. I'm listening. Yes, Outlander.
Tell me what you want.
So, yeah, this is also... it has served us well, but since it has been a gift from Azura herself, and because many people complain that videos are too dark, I am going to use the Ring of Azura for the rest of the game. So, there goes that. I hope this makes it a bit easier for you to see. And now let's return to Vivek and give him his old junk. During my moment of silence. I hate cliff racers. I hate them. All the memories. Also, because this is going to bother me forever. I'll have to overwrite the save game just to make it written properly. No.
How about sharing the wealth? I've lots to show.
Of course, the non-Dunmer will not care too much about you being the Nerevarine. But let's go see Vivek.
With pleasure. Please, go ahead.
Let's actually go and see Vivek. Praise Elmseve, the blight is gone, the devil Daggerthor is vanquished. Praise the Nerevarine. Bless you for delivering our people, and may Ghost Gate stand forever as a monument of our victory. You're claiming my victory there. Thank you. Thanks to you, Nerevarine, Daggerthor is dead, and we don't need the ghost fence. Indeed. But let's talk to the Archcanon first. Who was actually supposed to retire. Faith conquers all, Nerevarine. Okay. Let's go see Vivek. He will have a few new things to say.
How wonderful.
And I would actually really be interested in seeing how Morrowind develops from this point on. It would have been a story that I would have totally liked to actually read about in the later songs of the series, and that would have actually told me, yeah, did he drive out the Empire, or did that just happen when the Red Mountain erupted around the Age of Skyrim? Okay, hey there, Vivek. The Blight is gone and we have survived. Now we must dedicate ourselves to rebuilding the temple. And you must dedicate yourself to your responsibilities as protector of Morrowind. Okay, we have survived. We have lost our divine powers, but not altogether. Some token of the people's faith remains, and we shall dedicate it to rebuilding the temple. Now that Daggerthor is gone, we can turn our energies to the more humble needs of the people. It is good, honest work, and I believe there is redemption in it. How do we rebuild the temple? There are still issues to be resolved between the temple and the dissident priests. And now that our greatest enemy is gone, we must reorganize the temple to meet the needs of the people. We have less need of ordinators, for example, and greater need of priests and healers and teachers. And we must find time to mourn and honor the dead. How do we reorganize it? Without the power of the heart, our divine powers diminish. Our days as gods are numbered. I have told my priests that I shall withdraw from the world, and that the temple should be prepared for a change. We may be honored no longer as gods, but as saints and heroes, and the temple will return to the faith of our forefathers, the worship of our ancestors and the three god Daedra, Azura, Mephala, and Boethia. The missions and traditions of the temple must continue, but without its living gods. Almalexia, Sothasil, and I gained our divine powers from the heart of Lorcan. And now we no longer have access to the heart, so we must lose our divinity. I have always worn my divinity lightly. Fundamentally, I am not at all a serious person, and I will not miss it. I have tried to do what was necessary. I am afraid I have done some harm. I assure you, I will be quite content to be a mere mortal again, dedicated to my own amusements. What about Almalexia? We don't communicate. Without the heart, our divine powers must diminish. She takes her divinity very seriously, and the loss weighs heavily on her. She tends to brood, and I fear she will do herself and others harm. Sothasil? I do not hear from him since our defeat at Red Mountain. Truly, I scarcely ever heard from him. He is completely self-absorbed. Like myself, without the heart, his divine powers will diminish, but I doubt he will notice the loss. He is fascinated by the hidden world and its mysteries. And the game just froze on me for some reason. Will it get back up? Give it a moment. You didn't see that, but just kinda tapped out of the game for some reason. What's this? Close that. Okay, but that you will notice the loss. He is fascinated by the hidden world and its mysteries, and I doubt he even notices us most of the time. I'll have to wait until Morrowind gets back up on my computer. One moment, I'm gonna cut the stream for just a second. No, it did something now. Come on, Morrowind. Don't do this to me. It's a bit bad if the stream keeps going on. Let me just stop that and oh no, we'll get back here. How about Red Mountain? How about Dagother? He was a god and now he is dead. If one can truly kill a god. Okay, anything else? Red Mountain. Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, I think we have talked about everything here. Protector of Morrowind. There is much to do. You still have Kakarnak's tools, potent weapons, and the wit and experience of a proven hero. The Tribunal and Temple are happy to yield to you the duties of fighting the enemies of Morrowind. Yeah, so it's our job now. And I do not want those artifacts. So let's do the one reasonable thing that there is, and actually recall. And then dump those artifacts somewhere safe. And by somewhere safe, I mean basically in our attic. Right up there. Levitate. Okay, I think this is a nice place to drop them. Right in this crystal. I could also put them in my dungeon, but there is nothing there to make it worth it. Okay, we'll drop this stuff next to it as a kind of a distraction. I believe actually, no, we'll take that down to our regular place. Because I believe those might actually go to the Artifact Museum as well. Although 500 grand, this thing is so valuable. Yet so useless. So long, Wraithguard. So long. Not that one. So long, Sunder. It's a pretty good hammer, but we can't use it without fortified strength. It's a decent weapon as well, but not as good as the other stuff. That's in pristine condition. Let's fix up our other stuff and get ready for an expedition to Mournhold again. Hammer it up. Okay, we'll drop off Sunder. Not so close to it. And Keening. Probably better to drop off the Wraithguard last, because you technically need that to touch Sunder and Keening or to handle them. Oh well. The Nerevarine has done his job. Which means we can also now drop the hard items as well. Put them somewhere here, I guess. So, apparel. Those things are kind of heavy. A bit of heart fire, away, heart heal, away. They all look a bit different. Nice. Although it doesn't actually heal, it's kind of misnamed. Blood ring. Away. Belt of heart fire. Put that there. Other things. Peak Stars belt. Down there. Those things will sell. Second barrier belt. Away. Okay. Yeah, no other things. We'll keep the rest. We have about 150 kilograms of looting capacity. Also, this bar of bonus things has gone crazy. It has gone completely nuts. I believe you can actually, if you reach this end, you get a second line. But for now, this is all the stuff we get. And yeah, this is basically Morrowind, the main quest. I hope you enjoyed this so far. I mean, some of you have done, I know that. And I'm quite happy to have decided to stream this. I'm quite happy it finally actually worked on me. So next time we will make our way to Mournhold. I will end the stream here. And next time we will give the Tribunal expansion a good go. So look forward to that. And after that, I mean, it will probably take us a few streams to get that done. But yeah, thanks for watching so far, and I hope you stay around. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just have this perspective. The game automatically goes into zooming around you once you actually stop moving the mouse for a while. Also, there's effects kind of stack. So if you have, for example, Wraithguard equipped, and maybe another shield effect going on, then those will stack on top of each other. It will not be the same shield effect. They will form 3 different instances of the shield effect, which means you will constantly have those little particle things floating around you. I can tell you it gets annoying. It gets really annoying at some point. But that's neither here nor there. What's that curious over there? Oh, that's the Lord's Mail. Curious to save his hide. How's our armor skill? We have 49 in medium armor. And 47 in light armor and probably much less in heavy armor, yeah. So you can see those arms are pretty much on par right now, although of course freedom, and then you have the moment when events kind of start spiraling, and you still have your freedom, but it would make sense for your character to actually go and do that thing. There's also one more thing I would probably do to end this episode properly, and that is something we have not done in ages. We have never done this in a very long time. So let's actually clean that up. You might know this thing here. Now let's put that in this chest as well. Just cleaning up the place a bit. So not the plan I had here. We don't need this anymore. This, we'll keep that. Barham's journal entries are also kind of pointless to us. We know where to find them if we need them. Which is unlikely, but we know where. The importance of where, speaking of which, we'll keep that on us. Of course, just for the articles. And now, after a long time, a very long time, I shall sleep an entire night of 8 hours. Without being attacked, or robbed, or anything. So freshly rested, we will move on to Mournhold next time. Until then, again, thank you for watching, and also, before I forget, thanks to those who joined the Discord server. I will hopefully be more active. I mean, you can always contact me there, I will always be around. but yeah, you can always put suggestions in there. And right now, it's still a while away, but since we have finished, I would say about 2/3 of the streaming content. The other expansions are quite big, but I don't think they're as big as Morrowind. You might want to leave your suggestions there for what to stream next. I currently, turns out I do not have Oblivion sitting around here. I will get it as soon as I have an income though. Or probably as soon as it's on discount again. But I'm going to buy it on GOG eventually. And yeah, before that happens, please let me know what you would like me to stream next. I've also connected YouTube to get some streaming presets going, because I can't store stream presets, and right now, if I change the game, or if I play something else, so I would like to get actually some different games throughout the week, and if I change the title of the game, right now I have to go into the settings, I have to change the game for the YouTube gaming thing, I have to change the description to reflect what I'm playing now, and to also put the purchase links in there. I mean, if I play, say, an Epic, I want the shop links to an Epic there, and not the ones to Morrowind, even though both are good games. I have to change the tags, I have to change something else as well, the video title, and I would like this to be like preset. Sadly, YouTube does not seem to offer that option right now, and I've given them, I basically tossed them that feedback, and I hope they will actually implement something like that. Maybe they do, maybe they won't. It shouldn't be that hard for them. Anyway, I will end the stream here. We've done a lot of Morrowind, and I've also done basically what I wanted to achieve in this one. We've gone to Daggerthrower, we've killed Daggerthrower, we've defeated most of the Ash Vampires. I think there would actually be a few more, but yeah. We defeated them, and all is well for Morrowind right now. Of course, the Blight will probably still be around, but it will diminish over time. But I think that the game will not really acknowledge that the Blight has been removed. You will still probably find blighted creatures, although it's not a deal for us anymore because we have this Blight resistance. Though of course we could drop our own Blight resistance if we bought a spell for that. But why would we do that? Blight is not pleasant. And anyway, for now we will retire. So until tomorrow, probably. I'm not sure if I'll do a stream in the morning or in the afternoon, but I will stream tomorrow, and we'll get into Tribunal proper. I think this will be maybe 2 or 3 streams, and then we'll get into Blood Moon, which is a lot bigger. We have touched part of the of Tribunal already, because we've been to the Brotherhood and did a bunch of stuff there. But Blood Moon is huge. I was really surprised when I saw Blood Moon, and when I experienced it first. It was huge. It takes ages to get around on Soul's time. It's great. Anyway, until tomorrow. Bye.